Morning everyone, we are in week 18 and it's Friday, settlement day. We are driving past or driving to Tuma. We're going through the what I call the back end of the snowies. It's a bit cool this morning. It's a late start. We went on the road until 6. Already done our first call. And we'll be taking some, somebody's about to fly past me. I'll let him go. Doing some new photos and videos for the Tuma Inn Hotel. Fantastic pub. Awesome lifestyle change, this one. Expectation is really good, and I suppose I had a look over my previous updates, and I suppose I'm calling it as it is, and I'm calling the market and not my stock at the moment. But certainly some of the stock out there is out. I'm lucky because our vendors are listening to what's actually happening, and the evidence is there. But if you're not on the road all the time, you don't see it. Unfortunately, you just can't see the impact of the tariffs, and it's hitting the business sales out here, so there's no two ways about that. Some pubs, their turnover's down. Some motels, the occupancy rates are down, meaning that things are tightening up or whatever. And saying all of that, the good ones just find margins in other areas, and that's the evolution of the industry, or any industry really. And they're saying that next week is when America will get the full impact of the tariffs. So it takes about eight weeks for a product to go from design, manufacture and sale in the States. So that's when the impact of products they won't be able to get or have increased by 30, 40, 50, 100% in price. Why does that impact us? I had an agent tell me that the American market does not impact his market, and I just think that's a head in the sand. It does impact us. They are a major trading partner, and the flow on is that it flows on to us. So we're lucky. If you've followed my socials, 128,000 views a couple of days ago, 9.2 million in total, 8.9 million people viewing. So our auction marketing is really working well. We just increase it because it's really just the ratios. So when the market tightens up a wee bit, we've just got to get to more people to find that one buyer or two or three. We were lucky. We had 3 buyers at the last auction. And that's the ideal scenario. The market came back on us dramatically about 4 days, maybe 7 days before that one, and that's when the decline started to happen, and that's what happened. But now, excuse me, it's Friday-itis. Now we have the challenges we had is that, especially for the rural business, and I do a lot of rural business, obviously do city finance is easy. Loads of people with money for postal codes in the cities. Melbourne and Sydney are the two cities that we really deal with. They closed the door on regional lending, but now, luckily enough, we have a regional lender. Depending on your circumstances, but we'll look at up to 60% of the purchase price, which is high. Believe me, that's high. Even the city lenders were down at 40. So we're lucky, you know, we just keep changing with the market because we're in the market. And that's what the auctions do. It forces you to be in the market every day of the week. Every buyer inquiry is live. It's 10% deposit cash in 30 days. Or we're helping them get their money. They're not, an auction buyer is not a passive buyer or buying in 6 months or something. They know that they're going to get processed if they come into my system. So, the long and the short of it, we have, the buyers are still in the marketplace. They just have dropped down in lending capacity, and then that comes back to, and there's a common theme if you go back probably 3 years of my socials, is that we need the accounts, we need the contracts quickly. Yeah, and it's just think of if you're in the entry level, or think of the buyer, how they, let's say they haven't been in the industry before and they're looking at a pub or a motel. What makes sense to them? And that's how we got to present the books. That's how we got to present the business. So it won't be important to you because you've been in your business for 10, 20 years, but that's the sort of thing that we've got to look at because it's overcoming the objection before we get the objection. And that's an important part of the sales process. So we can overcome objections as salespeople, as agents, but if we can eliminate that objection before it even comes, just by talking their language, showing them information that makes sense to them. And sometimes it's just reorganizing the information. We're not changing it, we're just reorganizing it so that they understand. And that's my job. That's to communicate to the vendors, to the buyers, and yes, certainly in this coming period, it's going to be vital that happens if we expect to keep stock turning over. Hello, what have we got on the road? Anyway, yes, so it's Friday, so we're doing it's a short day. We'll probably do 600 k's today. Got a couple of appointments this morning, a couple of this afternoon, and we should be, I think we'll finish up in the Riverina late this afternoon, which is exciting. And go from there. We will be heading north. We've got some, where are we? We will be Bathurst, Dubbo, Bathurst, orange. Where else are we going to be? We have to go south to Denny. But yeah, so we're all over the state again. We're not doing a big road trip. It's not 3,500 like the previous one, but we're certainly out at the moment and talking to people. So that's the key. I've found that we are out talking to the buyers as much as talking to vendors. So some of the vendors aren't seeing me as much as they would have when we had loads of buyers out. Meeting the buyers in their environment too, which means that I've been in Canberra a wee bit. We've got buyers coming out of Canberra looking for a lifestyle change, which I can understand. They're coming out first time in the hospitality, which is exciting for them. So good pool of buyers coming out of there at the moment. So give us a call, Brian, 040 297 0217, Brian at brianmcmanusrealestate.com. If you're looking at buying and you don't quite understand the next step, give us a bell. Let's have a coffee. I can walk you through it. It's actually easy to buy a pub and a motel, or a motel and a motel. It's not as daunting as a lot of publicans and a lot of chefs would make it out. It's actually, when you break it down and you see it done well, you'll see that you need passion, a lot of passion, but you don't need a lot of skill. If you've got passion and attitude, you can run a pub, you can run a motel. Luckily enough, and with my sales anyway, I still keep in contact. Love to come back, look through things, give you ideas, help you out. And that's an important part of the sales process. And little things that, and some of my ideas you probably won't even use, but it can just help you out along the way. And I'd have to say, staffing isn't as big an issue as it was. We've found the backpackers are back. They want to be in our industry. They'd rather be in our industry than some of the others. So you can reach out there. If you're having trouble getting chefs, we've got contacts there too. So happy to help. Give me a call, Brian, 040 297 0217, Brian at brianmcmanusrealestate.com, and have a wonderful, wonderful week 18, and I believe it's going to be an awesome weekend. Thanks.